Okay, well, welcome everyone. And appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers. I've been at this for, I don't know, a little over a month. But, I mean, I'm just doing this because I love basketball. But it'd be cool if you can, grow the channel a little bit. So, anyway, we had the Washington Mystics taking on the Chicago Sky in Washington. Washington gets the win 103 to 86. So this one was close at halftime. It was within a few points, and then the third quarter, the Mystics had built a lead, and Chicago got it back to close, and then even in the fourth, Washington had built like a 20-point lead, and with 3 minutes left, Chicago got it down. Excuse me, got it down to either 8 or 6, I believe. But then Washington was just too much in the final 3 minutes, and great game for the Rooks. Sonia Citron and Kiki Irifin. I think they're season highs for both of them. So congratulations. That's wonderful. Sonia Citron had 28 points. 28 points, yep. 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She had a steal and a block. She shot 66% from the floor. 5 for 6 from three-point range. 83%. That's terrific. And then she was perfect from the foul line. So, great game, Sonia Citron. Just way to go, rookie. Boy, she's making her bid for Rookie of the Year. It's still, Paige Beckers will probably get it. But, if Citron keeps playing like this, she's going to give her a run for her money, that's for sure. And it was not only Sonia Citron, Kiki Irifin, 22 points. Just very nice game for her. She shot 8 for 14, 57%, and she was 6 for 8 from the line. So, and she also had 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Kiki Irifin. And then she also had 4 assists and 2 steals. So nice all-around game for Irifin. The rest of the Mystics, they had Shakira Austin. She has been their leading scorer, or one of their leading scorers, for the last. But in this game, she only had 8 points, which is fine. Or actually, 6 points, and she had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. She was in foul trouble, so she couldn't play as much as she normally does. But she was 3 for 8 from the floor. But she was having to deal with Cardoso. And Cardoso's going to give you a lot of problems, down low. You're not going to be able to get easy shots with her there. And then Brittany Sykes, another good game for her, 18 points. She had 6 assists, 2 rebounds. She was 6 for 11 from the floor. So nice game for her. And then Shug Sutton had 8 points. She got hurt in the fourth quarter. Let's hope she's okay. It looked like she stepped on somebody's foot. I think it was Angel Reese's foot, but hopefully she's okay. Jade Melbourne, 6 points. Stephanie Dolson had 4. Inksler, she got some pretty good playing time. She scored 5 points from the foul line. Her shots weren't falling. She only took 3 shots. Lucy Olsen hit some really nice 3-point shots. So she had 2 of those, 6 points for her, for a total of 103 points for the Mystics. They shot 50% from the floor. That's going to get you a win. In almost every case, that's going to get you a win. Then they were 41% from 3. So it was this was for Angel Reese's first game back. She ended up with another double-double, 22 points and 13 rebounds. It was really weird. They had her like dribble up the ball sometimes. I don't know if that's wise. She ended up taking over quite a few times, which, I guess that's okay, but it's never a good team thing when one player just kind of takes over. It's Not that she did totally, but it was, I don't know, it was more than it should have been, I thought. But it is what it is. Rachel Banham had a great game. She was hitting some beautiful 3-point shots. She was 3 for 8 from 3. She had 19 points, 8 for 14 overall. Very nice game for her. Cardoso, she had a pretty good game too. She also had a double-double, 21 points and 10 rebounds. So good game for Cardoso. She was 50% from the floor, and she was 5 for 6 from the foul line. So they just didn't have enough. I mean, they certainly made runs, and it's the Mystics just came up with the shots when they needed them, because every run that they had, that Chicago made, the Mystics came back with a shot to, and a lot of times it was a 3-point shot to hold off that run. Let's see, what was the turnovers? Because Washington had a lot of points off turnovers. They had 12. Chicago had 12. That's not horrible. I mean, that's not bad. That's decent. The Mystics had 10 turnovers. But the points off turnovers, Washington scored 26 points off those turnovers. And Chicago only scored 10. So they capitalized. Maybe it was, they must have hit threes off of some of those turnovers, which is why that number is so high. Rebecca Allen, she played decently. She had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. She had 2 turnovers and a steal. She was 4 for 7, so she was 57% from the floor, so that's good shooting. Angel Reese was 6 for 16, which is 37%. But she doesn't normally, her shooting percentage isn't her thing. It's more just relentless rebounding and then putting those back up is a lot of her game. Kia Nurse had 7 points. Let's see who else. Elizabeth Williams only had 2. They could have used more from her. She seemed to be in there. It says here she only played 11 minutes. She seemed like she was in the game more than that. She ended up with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Only Wayne had 5 points, and that was it. Maddie Westbelt was the only other person that played, but she didn't. Only thing she had was 2 turnovers. So let's see here. Standings. So Chicago is now 7-19, and the Mystics are now 13-13. So that's how the Mystics are in 8th place, and they're going to be playing the Valkyries next. So that ought to be a great game, and it'll be in Washington. So it'll be for basically 8th place. If the Valkyries win, they're going to take over 8th place. And Vegas won, so they've secured 7th place. I don't know when the Fever, they're a half a game behind the Fever. But we have 3 teams with 13 losses. Then we have the Fever with 12. And then we have the Dream and Seattle with 11. So there's 6 teams within 2 losses of each other. So this is going to get interesting as these next couple weeks go by. There's 6 teams vying for, that middle of the pack. And it's been that way for a lot of the season. So we're going to see who gets hot and who doesn't. Ought to be fun. Ought to be interesting. So anyway, we're having a tsunami warning here on the West Coast. So hopefully, nothing really bad happens. There was the earthquake in Russia, and they're telling us that there's a warning here. I live on the California coast, so up in Northern California, and hopefully, I live far enough away from the coast that it's not going to affect me, but we could have some areas along the coastline here that might get hit. So let's hope everything goes okay there, and hopefully that warning doesn't go off. It's really loud, and it's supposed to be around midnight, a little after midnight. So We will see. Hopefully everything will be okay and it's just a warning and nothing happens. But I have a feeling it's because they're watching the waters come across the ocean and how high the water is, the waves and stuff are. So let's hope it's uneventful, and we'll look forward to tomorrow's. If we have tomorrow's games, I don't know if we have games tomorrow. I know we have games Thursday. Let's have a look here. Yep, the Indiana Fever is playing Phoenix, and the Dream is playing Dallas. Oh, and we have 3 games, and then the Liberty in Minnesota. That ought to be a battle. So we have 3 more games tomorrow to look forward to. Okay, we'll see you next time.